bouncing back.
Yeah, he's right about that. We lost him the last 4 years I've been here, and I mean, it's kind of tough, getting to that realization. But I mean, we got to forget about it and snap and clear and move on to the next game. Nothing to do about it now.
And that's something you guys got asked a lot about last year. Getting past the last game. Is that do you guys think you're better at it this year?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's nothing. We never really dwell on past games too much. We'll review the film the next day, and then we'll go on to the next opponent.
And as far as on the field, it looks like one of the things Coach Jones talks about a lot is the explosive plays and how that you've got to have them. How tough is it to get the run game blocked when those safeties are bouncing up in the box?
I mean, well, it's hard being offense without any momentum. Period. I mean, we have to get some momentum going, and you're going to need explosive plays. Get that momentum going, get everybody riled up, and the offense moving along.
Zach, do you think difference in the way teams are defending you now versus maybe last year when you were getting a lot of those big plays?
Yeah, they're probably most likely they're stacking guys in the box, and we just have to prove that we can pass the ball too. That's all it is.
Zach, do you feel like you guys as an offensive line are maybe more comfortable with Justin in there? It seems like he's taking the most of the first team reps going back to the spring.
I mean, we're pretty comfortable with whoever's back there. Most of the time, I don't even know who's back there. I'm just doing my job. But we're comfortable with whoever's back there, whoever we've been practicing with the most out there.
As an offensive line, how do you guys feel like you played the last 2 years?
I thought we played solid, but we could definitely do a lot better. We've had some communication issues that we need to improve on.
How much of it is being more physical? Do you think that's been missing, or do you think it's kind of just been a product of playing some good fronts?
We can always be a lot more physical. I think we're not where we need to be at right now, so we definitely need to improve it.
How would you judge, how the going faster has impacted you guys through 4 games? Can you tell the difference in a good way? I mean, if you get it clicking?
Yeah, we've been practicing for a while, and we've also upped our way we prepare for games. So we're a lot more conditioned for the games than we were last year. And we can definitely see it in our opponents by their body language with the bending over, our hands on the hips or hands on knees, anything like that. And it kind of helps us a lot, really, knowing that we've defeated our opponent mentally.
And just, I asked you about the explosive plays before. Like both your scoring drives against Florida, Justin hits big down the sideline, and Marquez catches a big one against his own. Did you see, like after that happens, how teams kind of pay a little bit of attention?
Yeah, they'll start respecting it a little bit more and backing off, and then being more aware and cautious of what they're doing on the field.
Because you broke down the film from that Florida game. I know y'all moved on to South Alabama now, but when y'all watched the film of that game, what was the performance like up front? What were some things that did and didn't go right?
We just had some communication miscues. Sometimes the quarterback and I and the offensive line weren't on the same page, or we weren't on the same page as the offensive line collectively. So that's some definite things we need to work on.
In terms of, obviously a lot of people see the stuff on the tackle gets beaten, like it's pretty easy to see on film and stuff, but how'd y'all play in the interior line in that game?
I think we played okay, but like I said, we definitely need to improve on it.
In terms of the sort of the mentality of the team this week, how's that been? Has it been pretty solid? Has it been, y'all put that behind you?
Yeah, we always put anything behind us that we need to focus on. So right now we're focusing on South Alabama.
What have you noticed about them? Anything? Is it size? Is it speed? Anything you've seen from them?
Right now, I know that they run a lot of interior pressure in the defense. That's about it so far. And they have a good offense.
So if you're a guard, you probably like hearing that, right? A little bit of action in there?
Yeah, it's going to be pretty fun. It's going to get interesting.
Zach, how much attention, if any, do you pay to the student section? Do you see those missing sections at times?
I don't really pay that much attention to the student section. I honestly could barely tell you where it is. I have a slight idea, honestly. So I've never got to sit up there, so.
Pay attention to it or not, how key is it for them to be making noise with Georgia coming up? How key is that?
Oh, it's always key. Anytime a crowd can help us out, we always appreciate it.
Exactly.
Zach, when you look back from the Florida tape, what are some things you all did well, and what are some things you didn't do so well?
We didn't communicate very well, and something we did well was not let pass plays affect us. So we snapped and played and moved on.
How much is that because of the quarterback change, the lack of communication?
Not much really. It was mostly things that's offensive line. And I'm not really sure about the quarterbacks and wide receivers and what kind of players they're running. Because I don't know what they're running most of the time.
Yeah.
So it's no offensive line. We weren't really communicating that well. That's what we should have done.
Did Florida surprise you with any of the fronts or things that they did?
No, they showed everything in the game that they showed on film.
How hungry is this offensive line? So once again, it's going to be a continuing theme to go out and prove you guys are dominant.
We're always hungry. We're never being content. We know a lot of guys are out to try to prove that they're good against us, because we had a lot of accolades this offseason. So we're going to forget about that and just every down like it's our last.
did you rate the highest again? Because I think the week before you had the highest grade.
I'm 4-0 right now, actually.
You're 4-0. That's pretty strong. Who's second?
It varies every week, so I'm always first.
What makes you so consistent?
I study the playbook a lot. I mean, we have different kind of plays every week that we go into. So I kind of study that a lot. And we have a test as well, so I always do pretty good on the tests. So that kind of correlates to the game.
Coach Jones said he needed a little bit more out of his. Coach Jones said he needed a little more out of the offensive line. Do you guys take it as a challenge when Coach Jones says things like that?
Always. He's always poking us out, calling us out all the time. So of course we take it as a challenge.
You know, when you play a team like Florida with that great front seven they have, how much better does that make you when you go up against a team like South Alabama?
Well, it's always a great matchup, and it's always good to go against a great defense, and it's always making us better for the next week.